Hello and welcome back. So let's continue where we left off and talk to this Lohar.
Traitor!
I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla. Like you was my own. This?
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his ribs. A wet red spot shows through.
This ain't the thanks I expected. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table. You hear a loud crack.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anhar? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for supper.
Ooh, I'll stay quiet.
Bart, Cade, get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of mine anymore.
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf to you.
And you. You better have a damn good reason for coming here.
Can I trade with him? Doesn't have anything. Ooh, he has potion bottles. I do like potion bottles, but I barely have any money, so...
You're making this much harder than it needs to be.
Brave lad, waltzing in here now. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me.
I'll ask what sort of news he's after.
If you don't already know the answer to that, I reckon you don't have much to tell me.
He winces loudly and holds a hand to the bandage on his side. The large red spot in its center has grown larger and wetter.
What do you have in mind for the person who did that to you?
No more than was fair. No less either. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy?
How do you know about that?
I've got people. They've got people. People talk. The Magisters never shut up long enough to listen. But me, I love a good story. Here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beaches outside town. Meister Seaver's people. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all?
I'm gonna be funny. So I am one of the Godwoken. You can start begging anytime.
That's so.
He leans back and narrows his eyes, looking you up and down.
You know, the Order's been going on about Godwoken for an eon now. Voidwoken's still lurking, though, and they're still hauling folks off to the Joy. So if you are who you say you are, what's the point of you?
I might be able to help with all of this, but I need information first.
Ah, I should have guessed. I could help you. But last I heard you was working for the Magisters. Big shots at the boats. Now, why in the name of all the Earths would I help a worm like that?
It's always best to keep your enemies close.
An unpleasant smirk twitches around the corners of his mouth.
Right. I reckon I could help you out. Depending on what you can do for me.
What do you have in mind?
He gestures towards the bandage across his side.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come after me with a short blade. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment either. Something's going on. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Belonged to another of my people. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find him. I'd like a word with the guy.
Sounds reasonable. So where should I start?
Glad you see it that way. No one's seen him in a good few. I've got some people checking out his house near the tavern now, though. Tell them I sent you, and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see you. Reckon a sorcerer will have better luck finding one of their own.
Is there anything else I need to know?
Well, like I said, Mordus is a special guy. A sorcerer, matter of fact. Maybe even one of the ones Seaver's after. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask before I have my word with him. Here, you can take this off my hands. More suited to your kind, really. Good luck.
Why, thank you. Okay. So I think what I need to do now is one, figure out where my cat skeleton. Oh, there they are. Okay.
One of us. How could you do it?
Let's see. Let me try talking to Marla.
The battered dwarf pulls her lips back into a garish, open-mouthed grin, flashing blood-stained teeth.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna get anything out of her, I suppose. What should be the next course of action? I think I'm going to check what things have changed in my journal. Search abandoned house, okay. Mortis awakens. A local dwarven sorcerer may be connected to the criminal underworld. Okay, so I need to investigate Meister's cellar. It seems like that's fine for me to do. She's going to tell me about some of Mortis and a few others, I think. So I don't think it's too big of an issue if I talk to her early. I do know that there's a special thing I can get that allows me to see dead people. I just don't remember quite how to get it. I know I need to talk to someone in here. Or maybe I need to talk to Master Siva. Maybe that's who I need to talk to, and I'm just a little confused. So let me finish investigating the cellar, which should be up to the east. Huh? What in the world is that noise? I can't seem to get past that way. Okay. You go around the other way, maybe. Is Pepper? Nah, Pepper is still actually the same. Okay, let's go. What are you doing?
Where is it? Where is it? Sir, please, have you seen a small burlap pouch lying about?
I haven't.
Blast! It's gone for good, I fear.
She rubs a hand over her smooth head, then suddenly looks up at you. Her great greenish gold eyes are alive with worry.
There isn't any chance you could spare a moment to help me look, could you? I wouldn't dare ask it if it weren't terribly important.
I will ask where I should start looking.
Tears star her eyelashes, and she begins to weep. She takes your hand.
I really don't have time for this though, but
I know. What a crybaby I am. It's just, you're so kind. It's been a difficult day. The pouch. I really must find it back, or my master will flay me alive. It had quite a sum inside it.
who do you serve?
Magister Raymond. He bade me take the coins to purchase supplies for his journey, but I dropped it along the way. He's sure to think I stole it.
She tilts her head back and blinks back tears.
I'd never do such a thing. Never.
Can't you earn the gold back in a few days?
Honest work. What I wouldn't give. But I'm an indentured servant to Magister Raymond. I'm legally bound to work for him and him alone for the rest of my tenure.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out.
She reaches out as though to shake your hand, but stumbles, falling a little into your arms. She laughs, embarrassed, and quickly rights herself.
I mean, she has 267 already, but
As she pushes off of you, she reaches lightly into your pouch. She rifles around for a moment, but doesn't seem to find what she's looking for.
Terribly sorry. I'm not in my proper mind today, it seems. I'll keep looking myself. Good day to you.
She twists away from you with an innocent smile.
Got to be going now. That pouch won't find itself after all. Ta!
So, did something get stolen from my inventory or something? I don't think it did, but... Okay, let me continue with what I was planning to do ahead of time, in the beginning. I'm going to start selling literally everything I can find so that I can make some sort of money. Oh, look at all this stuff. Oh, a pouch. Notes on God-Woken Ascension. Oh, chain lightning, yes. Empty honey jar. I don't know if I can get much out of that. That seems good. These bottles, I can't use what I would normally use it for, but let's read this. Master Siva instructs me to record my research before I conduct any experiments regarding God-Woken Ascension. The ritual itself is quite simple. Place a single piece of black root in the ritual bowl. Draw blood with obsidian lancelet. Your own is most convenient. And sprinkle it upon the root. Set a flame to the bowl and its contents. Ensure that you have sufficient source. Inhale the resulting smoke. Beyond this point, nothing is known. The ingredients are not rare, but may be difficult to procure. I'm fortunate that Meister's source fountain never runs low, so it's simple to gather source. Black root, however, is another matter entirely. The root grows in the forest to the northwest of Driftwood. It produces no poison or thorns to guard it, but all manner of creatures stalk those trees. Okay. In this pouch. I guess I'll pick it up. Bunch of vials. Ooh, vial rack. Yoink. I don't think I can do anything with just vials and empty bottles, though. What can I... What does she want me to do? Exactly. Like, what does she want me to do? I don't know what she wants me to do. I'll ask
The
her.
Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken?
It's a chance to know the truth.
You would trade every soul in Rivalon for the sake of knowledge. You would make a ferocious librarian. No, becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the gods and the responsibility for all the races. The divine was created by the gods to shelter us from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else.
Okay, I understand.
Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then, well, not inhale the smoke, but whatever the skeletal equivalent is. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, itchy bones, or a dire sense of existential dread. They are all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard. Sauce in the glowing fountain. Ritual in the tome by the bookcase. Even an incinerator to provide a flame.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
I'll get started.
Don't lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the cloisterwood to fetch you more blackroot.
You're cool, lady. Nothing that I can use. What's this? Yep, nothing I can use. Everything's for intelligence. Okay. I couldn't afford it anyway, actually. So let's...
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order. After a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot, nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and Drudenet oil. You gather up the blackroot, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl, and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
Okay. Let me go to my inventory. I need to combine blackroot in a bowl. Add a little blood. I believe that's how I was supposed to do. So, okay, combine the blackroot. Wait, sorry, combine the bowl with blackroot. Okay. Now, how do I combine this thing with this thing? Maybe I can just combine this. Well, let me, in case I lose all the ingredients, let me quick save. Okay, and then let's start this again. What's the inventory? Okay, combine this with the obsidian dagger. All right. Just use it. Okay. Now I can combine it with this. Now craft. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to put this thing. Actions. Okay, so let me get on here. Excuse me. Let me get on here and then go to my inventory and add it. Guess I just dropped the item. Nope.
Aye, the giant takes.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to talk to you right now. Okay. Just pick this up.
Nice.
Okay, let's go up here. And then go to my inventory and drop item. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this?
Nice.
Okay. Let's move out of my way. Move out of my way. I swear. Okay. So now let's try this again. There should be some way that I can. Do I just throw item? Ah, there we go. I just have to throw it. Okay, everyone get away from here. And then incinerate. Okay,
As the
use.
smoke swirls about your skull, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
The deepest recess of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
Okay. Seems like I should just go forward. There doesn't seem to be extra things here ever. Oh, I can talk to Fane.
Bathed in the half-light of this eerie, starless landscape, you spot a figure you could only describe as you. Another you. It looks haggard and weak, its voice merely a feeble echo of your own.
Fane! My child. Come. Come closer. Let us be revealed.
I'm gonna say ask what type of charming chimera I'm speaking to.
No beast, no monster. Merely an illusion to be dispelled.
The apparition clasps your face in shaking skeletal hands, and you feel a tingle run through your bones. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color before fading back to their accustomed spectrum.
Time to open the eyes you lost so long ago. To see the world as you once did. Speak the spell and see.
Ooh, spirit vision. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Oops. Let me go to my little hot bar and add it. Should be a skill. Yeah. Okay, so
God is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the goddess Amadia in all her spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you, Fane? Your sister, your guardian. You were my hero once. You must be so again. Your kindred soul was my last refuge, my last bastion. From here I can aid you, but only if you grant me one small kindness.
Amadia stretches out and nourishes herself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself as it drains away.
Ah, yes. That is better. That is so much better. Truly, dying does not become a god.
I'll say not to be dramatic. Both Eternals.
Once, perhaps. Today, immortality is only permanent until the day it ceases to be so. The war has taken its toll. The forces of the king are hunting us down, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We are battling for our very survival, and I doubt you would have us lose, Fane. Should we perish, we will be cast into oblivion, and I dare not dream what he will do to you.
By hiding yourself in my soul, you've probably turned into a target for every Voidwoken in the world.
In a manner of speaking. But let that be a motivator, not a cause for concern. You must realize, dear one, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. United, we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we are to survive the onslaught of the king and his void minions, you must remember what you have forgotten. We must become vastly more powerful. And once you are strong enough, we must travel to the Well of Ascension. There, you will become even more powerful.
I'll ask, is that where they harness the power of the veil?
It is a lake, a pool of pure source, containing half the powers of each of the gods. We gave those powers up freely to create the first divine, a mortal we infused with our united strength. To bathe in the lake is to become the divine. But you, Fane, you could be so much more. And that is why you must be the first to reach it, no matter what the cost.
I'm gonna say that I'm surprised by the generosity.
We had no choice. In the face of the Void's onslaught, our individual powers would never have been enough, although we still had the sense to leave him immortal. The Void has never been this strong. A new Divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in its powers, but to take them. All of them. Even all those powers will barely be enough to defeat the King.
So what does this mean for the rest of the 7?
It is simplicity itself. They will bow to you, or be undone. Of course, the others are saying the same to their mortal God-woken as we speak. But there can be only one. So make no mistake, dear Fane. The road to divinity may well mean the blood of those 6 traitors staining your ivory hands.
I'm not ivory.
But do not let that dismay you. You will save these mortals. You will save this world. You will save me, the last of your true kin. And you will become a god.
What do you mean by true kin?
Dearest heart, you cannot tell me you look about this world and see an eternal realm. It is far too crude. The others have picked up the taint of their mortal pets and contaminated this world accordingly. You and I are the last Eternals, Fane. That is why it will be us. That is why it must be us.
Okay, yeah, fine. Where can I find this Well of Ascension?
I will lead you to the lake, my child, but not yet. Not until you have remastered the source and once again speak the language of creation. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source as you once did and wield its most powerful spells.
So why not why can't you tutor me?
Laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
You flatter me, dear child. But if all I had to do was give, you would have received long ago. We are I now. I shall teach you the spells you need to remember soon, but not before you relearn how to channel the source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek these masters of the source. You must make them teach you, so that you can regain your full power. They may be nothing but mortals, but like all mortals, they have their uses. Return to Rivellon, seek them out, and force these masters to share the knowledge they have gleaned. Once you have, return to me here.
What exactly did you do to my sight?
You had forgotten how to view the world, my child. This will make you understand that for us, there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is Source, and in Source it is, immortally so. Your vision has been restored, giving you the power to see spirits, the souls of dead mortals made manifest in Source. Speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them. Where the dead lie, the dead linger.
Oh, that's a new word. I'm just gonna take my leave. I'm gonna just take my leave.
Good luck, dear Fane. Make me proud.
Okay, well, I'll get going, I suppose.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
Ha! She expected me to die.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
Sure, I'll let you know about all this stuff. Why not?
She sighs impatiently as you hold your head in your hands, rubbing what's left of your temples.
You can't channel enough sauce? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps?
So, you don't know what I need to do next?
I know exactly what must be done. You must find a master of sauce. And I could have helped you once, but no longer. The purging which the Magisters included as part of their service was quite efficient. They stripped me of my sauce. Not enough to silence me, but enough that I would not turn their insides to lime. Enough to sever my link to the font from which all source flows, and certainly enough that I cannot train you. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to.
So, while I usually always say the hero one, I'm not going to do this one. So, I'll not say it sounds dangerous, but if that's what it takes.
Some of these are quite dark, twisted individuals. The kind of creatures that grew bored pulling the legs from spiders and so moved on to people. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them.
I'm a little concerned. You don't look well.
And you do not seem to be paying attention. Sorcerers, evil, controlling your source, saving Rivellon, please. Please tell me at least some of this rings a bell. Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these masters, on finding the secrets to divinity. Nothing else matters.
Okay, where can I find
The
them?
Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource, but do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just keep your eye sockets peeled. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Okay, I wish you well. I mean, she's probably going to be dead. Who are you?
The spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised.
You can see me. A godwoken in my presence. You honor me.
Who are you?
I am the Meister's apprentice. I study under her, but I do not learn. I hear tales of the ritual, of what lies beyond. Such wonders, such powers. I decide to pursue them myself. Meister tells me it cannot happen, that I am not godwoken. But in my heart, I know I'm special. I try. I burn the root. I breathe the smoke and it burns me back. No air fills my lungs, only fire. When the darkness falls, I cannot cry out. I leave my life behind with a shameful whimper.
Well, why would you risk such a thing?
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special. But I am not special. I am dead.
Okay, let me quick talk to this Sir Laura.
What are you looking at? Egad, stop gawking at the shield. You ought to be quite used to such journeys into that stone realm by now. Meanwhile, the acorn draws nearer. I read through some tomes I saw that cranky old lizard carry. Some fascinating leads, but nothing like the power we need to stop the Knights of Dre and their wicked plot.
Warrior and a scholar. I'm impressed.
Our gargantuan friend is easily impressed. Wait until it learns that I'm a knight, a scholar, and a wizard capable of saving the world. No, of course it knows that already, Quercus. Yes, I'm aware it's the entire basis of our partnership. No, I most certainly do not feel the need to return the compliment. I owe our shield my life several times over. I hardly need to grovel and thank it each time. I'm sure it knows I appreciate it. Now, if you're quite finished ogling your favorite long-legged scratching post, we need to get on and save the world already.
Oh, you didn't give me anything? All right. So I think my next steps is to kind of look through my journal and then start trying to find whatever this ledger is of these sorcerers. So I'll take my break now, and until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.